Scream Queens.
Hold on, let me find
I
it.
love Euphoria.
I'm trying to find, because, I don't know, I feel like it's a new podcast, and I'm like, I don't just want to be like, welcome to Screen Queens. That's boring, that's bland.
You want to do it in an Irish accent?
No, I don't want to touch an Irish accent. Because what we've learned this week is apparently it's fucking impossible to learn an Irish goddamn accent. Okay, we're going to be... Don't adjust your ears. This is okay. You know what?
Oh,
I'm gonna put it.
No, I get where we're going.
Yes.
Now. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
This is Screen Queens.
What's that? There's a screen queen in your butt.
Okay.
No?
All right.
Am I closer or further away?
Hold on. Let's put some jazz on it.
Yeah.
What's that? A screen queen in your butt? This is the podcast. Okay. No, I am feeling it more when you put the sauce on it. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Okay, look, we've got two options on the table. Don't adjust your ears. And what's that? A screen queen in your butt?
What's hitting you harder?
I'm going to say neither of them if I'm being totally honest. And I think that's what this podcast is about.
Honesty.
And yes.
That is our major platform.
Of course. Even though the next week we'll have completely differing opinions
of
what we've said. Look, we'll leave those two on the table.
Okay. Hit us up. Let us know.
Hit us up. Bounce back.
Which of those two you prefer? This is the podcast where two comedians watch, review, and gossip about everything on your screens.
This is Monday's episode, which you can listen to any day of the week that you like, but we're dropping it on a Monday. We're gossiping about everything pop culture, talking about all the things that don't matter like they do. And God, am I passionate about the topics that we're covering today.
All right, today we're going to talk about Euphoria Season 3 being delayed.
Where is it?
/ potentially cancelled. We've got some homegrown beef here. We've got Rebel Wilson is releasing her new memoir soon, and she has thrown some shade Sacha Baron Cohen's way, Australia's brother-in-law.
Great title.
And also, Neve Campbell is returning to the Scream franchise.
Huge for you.
Huge for me, but a very bittersweet, and we'll get into that at the end.
Okay. Well, all right. Euphoria.
Should we start with Euphoria?
Yeah. Have you watched Euphoria?
Never watched a lick of it.
Not at all.
None.
Not even the super horny clips online.
Nope. I don't even know what color palette we're looking at. It has just completely passed me by the last few years.
So you haven't seen like any of like the fan TikToks put together of like Nate and Cassie, or just like the snap cut of like Maddie walking down the hallway and some cool song playing?
Never heard any of those names before in my life.
You haven't even seen like the outfits like trend online?
Nope.
What the fuck?
It's weird,
Where
dude.
do you live?
I probably have the Antarctica. We spoke about this.
Of course, sorry.
Euphoria, it doesn't stream down there.
It's so rude of me because you do make the journey every single week. And
I complain about it as soon as I see you. It's bizarre. You've already forgotten.
I'm really, edit all of that out. I'm really embarrassed. I'm so sorry.
It's staying in because we are about honesty.
Okay. I'm sorry you all had to hear that. It's deeply embarrassing.
It's all right. I'm moving back to the Inner West next week.
Oh, thank God.
God.
Oh, thank God. I mean, I'm happy. Of course, I love Antarctica, and it's very important for you spiritually. but yeah, I just think it's like a really good decision. Anyway,
it makes sense.
Anyway, Euphoria.
There's a cost of living crisis down there too, if you can believe it.
What?
So Euphoria's never, I've probably just scrolled past it and therefore the algorithm's not giving it back to me.
Okay. Do you know what it's about?
I know it's about horny teenagers.
Great.
And that's all I know, and that makes me uncomfortable and it's never been something I've thought, yep, I want to go watch that. But I do know some of the lore around it. I know Jacob Elordi, I know Sydney Sweeney. Zendaya was in it.
Zendaya. You're going to get it on the first try real soon. I know
At some point. Because I go to say Zendaya and I'm like, but that sounds like the dumb Australian butchering of it.
Yes.
Surely it's Zendaya. It's like a bit more fancy, but no.
You could definitely hear a mum yelling, Zendaya, out the back door.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why it feels wrong.
Thank you.
I see it now. Okay.
So I don't know anything, but I have heard that season 3 has been delayed and people are mad about it.
Yes.
So you did watch Euphoria.
I did watch Euphoria because I'm a sucker. If I see a clip for something online that I'm like, oh, that's cool, I'll watch the whole thing in a day.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I rewatched the whole of Bridgerton season 2 because there was one clip of them looking longingly at each other in a garden. I was like, oh,
I'm back in.
that's my Monday Arvo gone. And
love a hyperfixation.
Love. So, and this also came out like in the pandemic as well. And it says it's microdosing porn.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Yep.
It's microdosing borderline underage porn.
Yeah.
Although everyone in it is in their 20s, and that is very clear.
Phew.
Not just because of how they look, but also how they act and the amount of money they have access to and just their knowledge of drugs and sexual positions is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I had heard those words before the age of 18.
Yes.
To be honest.
You
I knew
only-
conceptually what they were.
Yeah, you knew doggy and that was it.
That was it. And I couldn't possibly.
No.
What?
So anyway, so watching it is, hey, on the outside if it seems uncomfortable, on the inside, pretty uncomfortable too. You'll start enjoying it and then you're like, oh, they're in high school.
Yeah.
They barely spend any time in class. I want you to know, you never see these kids learn a goddamn thing.
Oh, okay.
They be fucking, sucking, smoking, snorting. That's the whole thing.
Would you say it's this generation's Dawson's Creek?
I would say that the Euphoria would bully Dawson's Creek to a point where there would have to be a school assembly about it. Like, the principal have to come out and say, some people here just dead locking eyes with Euphoria. And it wouldn't stop them.
They're not seeing it because they're too busy smooching each other.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, so, I mean, all these stars now are, like you said, Zendaya, Jacob Elordi, Sydney Sweeney, have all blown up from this show.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you know, we've talked about Sydney Sweeney and Jacob Elordi's work on this podcast
already
recently with Madam Web and Priscilla. And so now there was already a big delay on season 3 when they finished season 2. I remember as soon as it finished, I was like, wow, what a cliffhanger. Can't wait for season 3. And then they were like, after the strikes, they said, oh, it'll be coming out 2025. I was like, well, I'm not going to care by 2025.
No one will. They'll be in their 40s by then, you guys.
Yeah.
That's not horny anymore.
It won't make sense. It'll be weird. And like all these people now, it's like you're going to have to pay them all double.
So much fucking money. Holy shit, their rates would be through the roof.
Yeah. So I think that it's just not going to happen at all. And also like Sam Levinson coming out. I mean, not coming out, just like his work being revealed as quite predatory.
Yes. So this is something I definitely have heard about Euphoria is there's a man called Sam Levinson and he is the villain of this story. Is that correct?
He's the creator of the show.
Okay.
And the hard thing is parts of the show are super interesting. Hunter Schafer's in it. Oh, another talent is blowing up.
Sure, yeah.
In all of this. And, you know, there's a trans love story within it. There's Zendaya is a teenage drug addict. And, like, there's a lot of really interesting, like, scripting and scenes around it that are, like, very well constructed and artistically great. But then all the other teen sex around it is like, this feels like the focus when you've got all these other really interesting storylines.
Okay.
That
Despite
just
the
been
fact
told
that
on their
you've got, you've still got to insert the teenage porn in there.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And he also worked on The Idol as well.
Oh, I've also, yes.
Yes.
And very similar things. Not a good guy, not good working conditions, predatory.
The Idol is just like, again, it's microdosing porn. It's like, we have to be brave and just go on OnlyFans, guys.
Yeah.
And pay the people you want to see.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay. Do we like Euphoria?
I mean, the show hooked me, that's for sure. Now having like, this show is, I would liken this show to, and forgive me for drawing such a short line, masturbation.
Okay.
When you're in it, you're having a great time. You're like, this is what I want.
Yeah, this is great.
And then when it's over, you are disgusted in yourself. And so you should be. No, we're working through the shape. But, and so now I've had time away from it. I'm like, and so I feel with like 2 years space from it,
You've had 2 years of the shame come down after masturbating.
Yes.
That's too long.
It's too long. I'm going to be 32. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a certain year where you have to stop having an infatuation with the high school horniness.
I agree. And I think that's where I'm at in my 30s as well. Like and that's why Euphoria didn't really like get to me, because I don't relate. Like, I think I'm just too far removed from high school coming of age stuff now. And you know me, I need to like heavy relate to something in a movie to enjoy it, or a show. So like, yeah, I'm just like, okay, they're in high school. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And also as well, Angus Cloud, who was an actor in it, who was one of my favorite characters, unfortunately passed away.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Really suddenly, really unexpectedly.
Oof.
And he had like a storyline that was really building, and I really wanted to see the end of. And yeah, just a tragedy.
That's
but
awful.
it was, unexpected. He's super young too.
That's going to change set.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think it's kind of getting to a point where it's like, what would be the point of going through
100%
with this?
It was like if they don't go forward, it's 2 seasons of a show that just took the world by horny storm during the pandemic, like you said.
Yeah.
Platformed all these incredible careers. Like if they finished it at 2, I think it's like that's a good legacy to leave for history.
Yeah.
So has anyone said why it's being delayed this time?
Oh, I think it's just, scheduling, because all these people are superstars now.
Sure, yeah.
And I think writing as well, because now people have these huge images to uphold. It's like, well, there's certain scenes that they're not going to be willing to do.
Yeah. Oh my God, I bet all the scripts go through a million hands before it's signed off on.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm not waiting till 2025. I will wait for Yellow Jackets though.
Okay.
I'll wait. Yellow Jackets?
See, that's interesting. Yeah.
Take a goddamn decade if you need to.
Cool.
I'll be here. I'll be waiting.
That is a show that I would get into because of the reflection of adulthood for these coming of age.
Yes.
You know, these kids. There's a lot of coming of age parts of
the
it. The
duality of it.
Well done. Well done. It's almost
Big
like
word alert. Big
you know
word
how to
alert.
review shit. Well done. Oh my God. We got Margaret and David in here.
Oh, sorry, we haven't planned to talk about this, but there's been a ton of trailers come out this week. Mm-hmm. The Furiosa trailer came out.
I didn't see it. Okay.
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah?
I mean, we've seen 2 of the Mad Max franchise.
3.
3.
We watched Mad Max 1 and 2 and Fury Road.
Look at us.
Look at us.
It is one of the this is so unpatriotic of me, but when I see like a really high quality trailer and then I hear an Australian accent, my first thought is, oh no, and then I'm like, oh, it's Mad Max though, we're gonna be fine. Which is an attitude I'm changing over time.
That's on Australia entertainment industry to change that for us though. That's not on us.
Thank you. Also the trailer for Beetlejuice 2.
Oh shit,
Beetlejuice.
dude.
Don't say it a third time.
I wouldn't. Beetlejuice. Stop.
Oh.
That's exciting for you.
No. Michael Keaton, no. Is he here? Stop. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Just you're outside. Michael.
That's going to get flagged as adult content on our YouTube channel.
That's exciting for you. You are famously a very huge Beetlejuice fan.
One of my all-time favorite movies. I love Beetlejuice.
Fuck
and
yeah.
Michael Keaton's back. Winona Ryder's back. Catherine O'Hara is back.
Holy shit.
Yes. And Jenna Ortega's joining them, which I was like, good.
I like that.
She's joining the TBU, Tim Burton universe.
Fuck yeah. I can see Jenna Ortega in TBU.
Yeah.
Oh, big
massively.
time.
I mean, after Wednesday.
Yeah, and she's got those sallow eyes that look like they hide sadness, and Tim Burton fucking loves that shit.
They're back in, baby.
New Helena Bonham.
Also, another Yorgos Lanthimos trailer has dropped where it's called Kind of Kindness, and it looks great.
Okay.
There's very little about it, and it's very much a teaser trailer, but it's got the same cast as Poor Things of like Emma Stone. Jesse Plemons is in there. Willem Dafoe. Joe Alwyn.
Oh, we love him.
Yes. Ex-Mr. Taylor Swift is in there.
Good for him.
Yeah. And Margaret Qualley as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, big 2024 slate.
Yes.
All right, shall we move on to Rebel Wilson?
Yes, is dropping a memoir.
She sure is. And it is called
Rebel Rising.
Rebel Rising.
Yes.
Rebel Rising. So in her memoir that's dropping this week that this episode comes out, she has slammed, or she's alluded to talking about some asshole that she worked with on set. And she uses the word asshole. She talks very openly about how poorly she was treated by this man. And then on socials just this week, she's come out and very publicly said that asshole she's talking about is Sacha Baron Cohen.
What movie did they work on? It was a Grimsby?
Yeah.
Grimsby. Sorry to all the hardcore Grimsby fans out there.
Get out of here. Yes, so they worked together in the 2016 film The Brothers Grimsby.
Which, I mean, doesn't surprise me. Like, Sacha was in his flop era after Bruno.
True. Finding himself.
Yeah.
And the movie itself flopped afterwards, and she has since said that she's not surprised that it flopped because it was such a hard time on set, and that doesn't always, translate into a good film. So some quotes that she has that has been leaked, or I guess to the press from the book. She said, it felt like every time I'd speak to him, he'd mention that he wanted me to go naked in a future scene. I was like, I don't do nudity, Sacha. She claimed that while filming at Cape Town Soccer Stadium, he summons me via a production assistant saying that I'm needed to film an additional scene. So we're going to film this additional scene, he says. Then he pulls his pants down. He says very matter-of-factly, okay, now I want you to stick your finger up my ass. And I'm like, what? No, I was so scared. I wanted to get out of there. So I finally compromised. I slapped him on the ass and improvised a few lines as the character. And then she said she contacted her agent and lawyer about the experiences. There's more than that, what I've just read, and was encouraged to be professional and finish the film.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And that's not that long ago. So it's just a lot of him being a creep. Just a really inappropriate, yucky dude creep with her.
That's really fucked up.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really surprise me about Sacha Baron Cohen.
I agree with that.
Because even though it's like his characters are these grimy people and he gets deep into these characters, when you're that successful too, it's like you have something to lose here, cunt.
Exactly. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all either. Like, I think with people like artists like him, where we don't know much about him, we don't know much about his life. He gives us 2%, which is, historically the right thing to do.
He's abiding by one of my rules. 1, give us 2%. 2, don't assault people.
See, he fucked it.
Oh, so close.
Allegedly. All of this is with a big allegedly on it, of course. But yeah, I just, for people like him, where he's kind of an enigma, very mysterious and so funny, so funny, and you said can tap into like really grimy characters. I feel like it's either they are a shithead douchebag dude, or they're just the best fucking guy.
Yeah,
and it's despite the characters he can find himself in.
It's the real Adam Sandler to Louis C.K. scale that we're working with here.
That's a perfect scale. I'm going to use that scale.
I think we should.
Reference a lot here on out.
For anyone that's like, to be funny, to immerse yourself in a character, you have to, go to these dark places. It's like Adam Sandler is the proof that you don't need to do that.
Hell yeah. So on a Sandler to CK scale, I would have put Sacha Baron like right in the middle, like he could go either way. Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me that he's up the CK end of the scale.
It sounds like you're up the CK end of the scale.
Yeah, you're all CKing it up there, aren't you? Anyway, so his team has come up and said something around, well, we appreciate speaking out and we value speaking out. This is just definitely a lie and we'll be taking action.
But why make up a full lie then?
Exactly, and that's what it always comes back to. Apart from some weird PR, what does if Rebel Wilson was making this up, what does she have to gain from it? Like if this didn't happen, if there's no skerrick of a truth from this, why would she pick Sacha Baron Cohen and why would she make this up?
Yeah, she's worked on so many projects with so many big stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's people don't just make this stuff up.
Oh, and it has since also been an old interview of hers from a few years ago has resurfaced where she made the same claims, but no one did anything or said anything about it. So it just kind of was swept under the rug. So there's that proof too, is like she has already spoken about it. Even if she hadn't already spoken about it, that's so fine as well. It takes a long time to come out with these things, if ever. So yeah, interesting to see what will happen there and if there's any more stuff in her memoir that comes out next week.
I'm excited to read it. And by read it, I mean I will listen to Celebrity Memoir Book Club talk about it. And gals, if you're listening, you need Australian correspondence. You need us to explain what fat pizza is. We're right here.
We're available.
Give us a call. We're ready.
So yeah, there we go. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, I mean, bites
Lest we
the dust. Temporarily trips and then all will be forgotten.
And has a stellar career from here on out. To wrap up today, we have some news from the Scream universe.
Yes.
The Scream franchise universe.
Yes. Sorry. For a second, I was like, the screen. I was looking for the end to be like, I forgot what the last topic was. And I was like, just staring. I was like, yes. The screen. That's our universe. No, she said at the end. Something different. Scream. Okay.
I could see this in your eyes, but I knew you'd get there. I knew it.
I saw the trust. And that's what I really appreciate.
Of course I did. I was like, just give her a second, Alex. Jesus.
Buffering. It's so interesting now that we film episodes and I can watch myself think and I'm like,
compute.
Move the eyes, Rebecca. Come on. Life.
I'm constantly doing that. I'll just find myself listening to you and then I'm like, oh, pick the eyes up. Pick them up.
It's hard. Make this filming worth it. I lost the camera there. Watch these episodes. Please, if you're listening, just watch one YouTube episode.
We're over on YouTube. They're excellent episodes.
Really
They're so
good.
pretty. No, Scream universe.
One of your all-time favorite movies. God, we get to talk about our all-time favorite movies this episode.
So fun. Oh, yeah, Beetlejuice. Yeah. One of my all-time favorite movies, all-time favorite franchises. So they have, of course, they dipped out for many years and then they rebooted the franchise in the last few years. And Neve Campbell was in the rebooted movie for the first 10 minutes and then did a handover, basically, like you do.
Was that Scream 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So Neve Campbell, aka Sydney Prescott, handed over the reins within the opening scene. Well, not the cold open, obviously. In Scream, the cold opens are always a gnarly murder.
Yes.
Love it.
Love.
And then we meet Sydney Prescott, see what she's been up to, and then she's like, all right, Jenna Ortega, you take the reins, I'm out. So then there was also another actress called Melissa Barrera who was in the new reboot as well. So it has recently been announced that Neve Campbell will actually be returning to the Scream franchise as Sydney Prescott.
Oh, I mean, come on, she's a great Sydney Prescott.
No
you
one
went for
else
her as
can
Halloween.
I did. No one else can do it. It's Neve Campbell. I mean, Jenny Ortega did a great job. I really enjoyed her in the new one. And it's interesting because after the rebooted movie, people were asking Neve Campbell, would you return full-time to the Scream series? And she said no because she wasn't being offered enough money. She's worth more than they were offering her.
She is the Scream franchise. God damn. Anyway.
Give her all of the money.
Yeah.
Give her the entire budget.
I
Do
still
it.
watch Scream 5, mostly because you said it's your favorite franchise, so I was like, I'm going to watch it.
And it was very nostalgic. They hit a lot of the same points. It was very enjoyable.
Yeah, but it was noticeably different.
It was. Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been announced that she's returning, which got a lot of people being like, oh, that's weird because she said that she wasn't before. So I wonder what's happened. And the reason this is bittersweet is because the sweet part is that Neve Campbell's coming back. The bitter part is the reason is because Melissa Barrera, the other lead, has been fired for posting pro-Palestine stuff.
Oh.
She's been fired from the entire film for
What?
coming out publicly as pro-Palestine.
This is so
I don't know what's going on over there in the US.
bizarre. But, this is kind of happening everywhere.
It's a lot
Of,
in the entertainment industry.
People being barred from jobs because of their political beliefs. And it's icky. It's
Yeah.
not.
And it's I mean, I'm in no way a political commentator. I don't have near anything like all the facts. But to come out politically on a subject that, I myself, ceasefire now, like that the world's divided on it to some degree. I mean, the entertainment industry is divided on it in Hollywood. But it's not like she's coming out being like, I fucking love Trump or I love Putin or something. Like, she's just asking for a genocide to stop. Does not seem like fireable behavior for me.
I don't even, like, regardless of the political beliefs, unless it is like your whole platform is dedicated to promoting a certain political belief.
Yeah.
I don't think people should be fired for it unless it's like a very like you're pro-fascism.
Yes, exactly. You're coming out as something really fucking gnarly.
Yeah, taking away people's human rights and stuff. I think that then should be a division between like dealing with acting. It's like she's not going to get up there. She doesn't pick.
Yes.
What she gets to say. It's a script.
Exactly.
It's like she's a face and a body that says words that someone else picks.
Yeah.
You shouldn't miss out on work because of what you believe in your private life or what you post on social media.
Exactly. It's insane.
And also it's true, like then what happens is people quash their political beliefs and don't invest in much in politics and what's going on in the world because they're like, oh, if I believe something, I might not get this, I might not get that. Out. And it's I don't like that at all. That's a bummer.
Either. It's yucky. And so I feel really conflicted about Scream 6 now.
God damn it.
And I'm the victim in this.
You are the victim in this.
Will no one think of me?
I think of you day and night. Yeah. Speaking of human rights, sorry, this is not related to, this is a cool human rights thing. It's finally in Australia today. Every state and territory has decriminalized abortion. Ooh. Yes.
Huge.
Took its fucking Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're never on the forefront of anything, are we? But we're beating America in this one. So,
well, I think we were on par, and now because they've taken steps back, we've pulled ahead.
Actually, we're just gonna moonwalk out of here. Yes, that's huge. Let's listen the episode on that beautiful, lovely note.
Yeah.
Well, we hit we had a few things today.
Yeah. That was fun, though.
That was fun.
As always, let us know your thoughts, feelings in the comments, wherever you're watching or viewing this.
Let us know if you're Devo about Euphoria Season 3 not coming back or if you're just okay because you already came down from the masturbation. This is the metaphor.
Yes. Also, if you want to hear more behind-the-scenes content of what's going on in our lives, head over to Screen Queens Extra on Patreon, or you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts directly there. And as always, we love you.
We love you so freaking much. It's